Hi subscribers and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dominic James Murray, CEO and founder here at Cameron James. Okay, so guys, today we are going to be talking about why are final salary schemes gold plated and what exactly does this mean? Okay, so let's take a bit of a trip down memory lane. When you're in the United Kingdom and you started working with your employer, they have the option to give you a defined benefit or final salary scheme. Always remember those two terms are interchangeable, or a defined contribution scheme. Now, defined contribution schemes were far less common back in the day. Defined benefit schemes were great because they gave people a secured income for life upon their normal retirement age of either 60 or 65. These were great for retaining staff, particularly higher staff or executive staff, directors, these type of remuneration packages which will help them stay at a firm for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. What this means then is that they're referred to as gold plated, because when you reach your normal retirement age, you will receive a guaranteed income for life in the form of an annuity from your pension scheme. It's called a pension scheme, but it works in the same way as an annuity. So for example, if you had 500,000 in your DB scheme, you would be offered a cash equivalent transfer value, or you'd be offered a PCLS of just under 25% from a UK seeding scheme. It's always important to note that with a DB scheme, you will very, very rarely get the maximum 25% PCLS. It's almost impossible from a DB scheme because the way it's calculated, as opposed to a SIP or a QROP, where obviously you could take a 25% PCLS from the age 55 rather than 60 or 65. So basically what this means is that when we are talking about the final salary scheme, it is very important to understand the benefits that you have there. It's not just money that's invested and how much it grows is how much you'll get in retirement. No, that's a DC scheme. A DC scheme is extremely simple. You invest £100, it grows by 10%, minus 1% charges, leaves you with plus net 9% return per annum in that example. Whilst with a DB scheme is effectively risk-free for you. There is no investment risk, you're not open to the markets, and the trustee will have to foot the bill if there is an issue with the markets or if they fall. And that's why it's referred to as risk-free, because you get a guaranteed income for life irrelevant of what happens in the marketplace. So for a lot of clients who would like a fixed income, a bit like an annuity from the normal retirement age, they don't want to take any investment risk, they have a low capacity for loss, and they're quite risk averse, stick with your DB scheme. Don't mess around with it, don't change it and keep it. You can always look to transfer out at a slightly later date. As I said, normal retirement age is normally 60 or 65. You could look to do an analysis again before that, but in between now and then, take the indexation, take the revaluation of your scheme value, and you'll be the best situation for you. For other clients who are saying, okay, Dominic, I understand I have some uplift in the scheme, but you know what? It's not my biggest asset. I have assets elsewhere. I would still like to consider a transfer. Then obviously get yourself booked in below for a free initial consultation, and we're happy to walk you through the process and help you understand everything from start to finish. So basically, that's a bit of a summary of why DB scheme is gold plated and why they have that name. But it really depends on your own individual situation. Two clients could be from exactly the same scheme. They started an employment on exactly the same date and finished on the same date. One could be a suitable transfer and one could be an unsuitable transfer. So don't listen to your friends or colleagues. It really is an independent decision. There's no right or wrong answers. It really depends upon your own individual circumstances. So guys, I hope that's been useful for you. Very short video there on safeguarded benefits and obviously them being gold plated. If you guys have any questions, or you've had a very slow or fast transfer process, or you're in that stage of working out, oh, would a transfer be suitable for me or not, feel free to get in touch for a free call and we'll let you know our thoughts. Thank you very much and speak with you soon.